Welcome back from the break, everyone. This week we have top 10 bad sequels. Now, this isn't necessarily the second game in the series that we thought was the worst. It's just the worst game in the series after the first one. Tell us whether we got it right or wrong on our Facebook page. Stay tuned.
At number 10, running and drilling, it's BioShock 2. At number 9, he doesn't want to go bowling, it's Grand Theft Auto 4.
Would you mind picking me up?
Okay, Roman. I'm not going to let something else get in the way this time.
At number 8, cutting through dreadfully, it's Dragon Age 2.
I thought the most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat?
At number 7, he's too old for this, it's Assassin's Creed Revelations.
What? Where did he go? Which one did he go?
At number 6, this isn't the sequel you're looking for, it's Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2.
But I have no further use for you.
At number 5, not fully stable, it's Fable 3. At number 4, carrying a stench, it's Canon Lynch 2 Dog Days.
I mean, after what you went through,
I said she's fine. Don't start
Okay, I'm sorry.
At number 3, in need of a shave, it's Sonic Unleashed. At number 2, happily failing, it's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And the number 1 bad sequel is Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, yeah.
That was top 10 bad sequels. If you have any questions or comments or thought that one of those sequels was actually really good, go to our Facebook page, send us a comment, and tell me what you think. In the meantime, though, Ryan, what did you think?
I think you're being a bit harsh on Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. No, it's not a Banjo-Kazooie game, like a typical Banjo-Kazooie game.
I don't know.
I still think it was a lot of fun, and it had a lot of like Banjo-Kazooie.
I don't know. I hold Banjo-Kazooie to a pretty high standard. You know what I mean? Like, I used to play it on the N64 all the time. Banjo-Kazooie 1 was really good. 2 was really, really good as well. And then Nuts and Bolts, it was just like, hey, here's Banjo, here's Kazooie, and then that's it. That's where the similarities end.
I don't know. I think if you go with an open mind, like, how long was it since Banjo-Tooie? It had to be at least...
That was back in the N64 days.
Exactly. So, like, the fact that they even made something with Banjo-Kazooie in it is still kind of baffling.
Yeah, but the fact is that, like, people have got really high standards for these games because they remember them so fondly. So to just sort of go, oh, hey, let's just slap them in a game, whatever, nah.
Speaking of high standards, BioShock 2.
Yep.
I didn't really like that game.
Me neither. No, BioShock 1 was amazing, and then BioShock 2 was just more of the same, and I just didn't care.
Setting, like, the traps as their little...
Well, the Big Daddy wasn't a Big Daddy. Like, yeah, you had the drill, but most of the game you spent using plasmids and firing guns.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, the multiplayer was kind of terrible.
I never got around to the multiplayer.
Well, that's probably a good thing, so...
Yeah, there you go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw over to me again, and I interview Chris Smith from Thermaltake.
G'day everyone, John McLeish here. I'm down here at the Computer Games Bootcamp in Clayton, Monash University's campus. It's fantastic. We're in the second last day of the event. I'm joined by Chris Smith, who is the community manager, I believe, of Thermaltake Australia. G'day Chris, how you going?
Yeah, pretty good. Been here since Monday, so pretty tired. Playing games against a lot of the guys, doing lots of speeches, trying to educate people a bit about what kind of mouse to buy, what to look for, kind of features, and gaming in Australia.
Fantastic. Yeah, it is something I've discovered that a lot of people will buy mouse pads or buy mice, keyboards, headsets because their favourite players play them, and then they'll use it and go, wait, this isn't for me. So education is key, and I'm glad that there is someone out there doing that. Speaking of Thermaltake gear, do you want to talk about just some of those keyboards and mice and mouse pads?
Yeah, I mean, the most exciting thing we have coming out at the moment is probably the Draco Captain headset, which is partially designed by one of our professional gamers, Oleski White-Rakupnik, a Ukrainian StarCraft 2 player. What we've tried to do is take like our normal Draco headset, make the ear cups a bit bigger, make it a bit more comfortable, throw a microphone onto it. Our cable's detachable as well, so you can take it to LAN parties. It's not going to break, because we know that your mouse and your keyboard and your headset always breaks where the cable connects. So we're making keyboards where you can disconnect the cable, headphones where you can disconnect the cable, so that's not going to happen. So it's got 50mm drivers in as well for obvious, for good sound and stuff like that. So that one's just come out recently, which is probably the one we're most excited about at the moment. I think it's going to work pretty well.
Fantastic. Speaking of carrying stuff to LAN events, that can always be a bit of a pain. I do understand that Thermaltake actually make bags as well. Can you want to talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, so all of our stuff comes with a little velvet carry bag, besides a mechanical keyboard, so everything keyboards, mice and headsets, etc. But we also sell a TT Esports Battle Dragon bag, which is a bag that you can fit. I've personally fitted in a power supply, 2 laptops, keyboard, mouse and headset, my phone, my keys, my wallet and everything into there. So what that basically is something you can carry on your back or over your shoulder like a laptop bag, and you're just meant to be able to put basically everything inside it. Nothing's going to break. Our players take them to events and things like that as well, so it's just kind of saves you products. It's good security. It's better than a lot of people going to a LAN, they bring a shopping bag and they throw their keyboard around, they bring it out, you come to a tournament and your headphones have snapped in half and that is awful. Speaking of esports stuff, I understand that Thermaltake and is it TT Esports is the esports brand for Thermaltake? Yep, yeah. So Thermaltake is case coolers and power supplies. It's been around since 1999, and then they released TT Esports in 2010, which is keyboards, mice, and headsets. And in 2009, I believe they also released another division, which is called Luxor 2, which is iPhone accessories and Apple accessories, and they're branching into Samsung, HTC, and stuff like that as well now.
That's really cool. Can you tell us a little bit about the esports scene in Australia? Like, is it big? Is it small? Is it getting bigger? Or what's going on with it?
Yeah, so some people are working very hard to grow the esports scene in Australia. There's a guy who spoke at CGBC the other day called Michael Woods, who's one of the first people who is in esports, but it's a very developing thing. So that's why when I come to things like this, I like to talk a bit about esports and get the younger generation who are here into the forums, jump on the streams, get involved, because it's the easiest way. And the same as if you want to work into like a job in esports, like myself, people always ask me, just put yourself out there. Start maybe making your own stream, your YouTube channel, become a moderator, start running some own competitions. You have to start from somewhere.
Fantastic. And if people at home want to buy Thermaltake products, where can we get them from?
So the best place to go is statikice.com.au. It's kind of like a Google search program for hardware. What you can do there is you can search whatever you want, and it'll list everywhere in Australia from the most expensive to the cheapest. Or if you're in New Zealand, it's statikice.co.nz. And all the stores in there are generally pretty legit. They have to be paid and verified members. So anywhere normal like M-Wave or Tasbro if you're down in Tasmania, PCDIY, Nexus, anywhere like that, all the major retailers. And if you want to check it out, go to tdesports.com or thermaltake.com.au.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.